Hey gamers, it's the Ultra Graphics guy, and today's going to be a short video on how to install the Unreal Engine VR injector mod for Oblivion Remastered. This video could also be used for a template on how to install the mod for other games. I'll be going through it step by step, so make sure not to skip any steps. But yeah, let's get started.
To start off, I want you to download all required files that we need for the mod to work. I put everything in the description there. I also added the recommended mod lists that would make your experience overall better. So it's all in the description. I added the Discord also for the flat screen to VR modding community. If you go into UE Games, if you go to the section for Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered, you'll see here the whole community working on getting this experience better. This mod gets updated almost daily and everything changes daily here. So I put the Discord here so you can go look at it and get the updates as soon as possible. So first thing I want you to do is unzip the UEVR folder and put it on your desktop or anywhere that you feel safe to keep it. The next step, I want you to open the software up. So I want you to press on UEVR injector, press more info if it's blocked off, and just press run anyway. From there, first thing I want you to do is restart as administrator. Press on that. When that's done, you're set to use the software. First, we need to import the configs. So I want you to press on import configs, go to your desktop to where you've downloaded the folder. You'll see Oblivion Remastered Win64 shipping. So if you did have the Game Pass version, I want you to use the WinGDK one I added in the description below. That one will work. If you use the other one, it's only for the Steam version of the game, so it will not work. So I want you to import the folder. And when that's imported, you'll see if you go in the Open Global Directory, you'll find it in there. And you also find other games that you did add in the past. So it's right there. If you did try before listening to my video, if you had any issues or anything like that, just make sure you delete your old configs. So for the next step here, we'll want you to transfer over all the VRESPs files in your directory of the game. I want you to open up Oblivion Remaster, go in Content, and you'll see Dev. Press on that. And you'll see OBV data, open that up. And next, you'll see data. So when you have that opened up, open up the zip file. And I just want you to transfer everything over. So it will just unzip automatically. So transfer that over. So next step here, I'm going to show you how to install the mods. You can skip it if you already know how to. What you need to do is open up the directory of the game again. So when that's opened up, go in Oblivion Remastered, go in Content, and go in Packs. And you'll see one of the folders here that was already made. You'll see one that's called Mods. So you want to transfer this one in the Packs folder. So what you can do now is unzip the rest of the mods that came in the descriptions. You'll see the vignette and reticle. What you want to do is open that up and just transfer them directly in the mods folder. And when that's done, your mods are installed. Before starting up the game, because I do have a Quest 3 and I use Virtual Desktop Streamer, I'll show you a small tip here to get everything flowing a bit better. So open this up. Start with your preferred codec that you want. I always start with H.264 just in case there's issues. And from there, if I want to improve, I just improve my codec. Next step is that you want to make sure your OpenXR runtime is set at VDXR. If it's set in Steam VR mode, it's not going to work. And the other thing too, I want you to open up the Virtual Desktop app on your Quest 3. And I want you to go in the streaming settings. There, I would actually set your VR graphics quality to a lower setting than what it's recommended for your GPU. Make sure your game is at least set to 72 FPS or 90 FPS. And make sure your space warp is always enabled because you will need it for this game. Okay, now I want you to start up the game. When the game is started up, go in options. When options is opened up, you'll see like a small icon with like display. Press on that. That's the graphical settings. To start up in general, make sure your window mode is in borderless, or you can put in full screen to lower the resolution if you'd like. Make sure VSync is also turned off. Frame rate limit uncapped. Turn off motion blur because it will cause motion sickness. Also turn off screen space reflections. For the quality level, make sure you start off at medium. I learned that low can cause some stuttering in my experience, so I kept it at medium. I would turn off also Lumen Hardware RT, turn that off and set Lumen Software RT quality to low. Now in advance, if you do have an RTX card, set DLSS mode to balance. If you do have an AMD card, I would make sure FSR is turned on and set to balance also. And make sure DLSS frame generation is turned off. If it is on, it will not work. And last option, the NVIDIA Reflex, just make sure it's enabled plus boost. And when that's completed, if you still have the Unreal Engine VR injector opened up on your desktop, just press Alt-Tab and select the application. Now that you have the UEVR injector opened up, I want you to select the game and make sure it's selected properly in the software. Next thing I want you to make sure is that the runtime is set on OpenXR. Now, next thing you need to do is just make sure your VR is connected properly and press inject. Now, when everything's connected in your VR headset, you'll see this menu pop up. Now you can change a bunch of options and settings in this app. I would only touch the resolution scale here on my side. I usually set up around 1.2, 1.3, because I do have a higher end setup. You can leave it at 1 if you'd like. Now you will see you're fully in VR with the menu in front of you. Now all you need to do is start up the game. When you're in the game, you're all set to go. You can enjoy the experience. Thank you for watching. If you did like the video and if you want more VR content like this, don't forget to subscribe and press like. And if you do have any questions, please comment below.